Hello everybody. As the chairman of the Welkom Publicity Association, I wish to just provide some background information into what actually transpired on Friday so that everybody has a proper idea and a knowledge. As I can see, there are many people that really have a misconception of how the flea market operates and who puts it together and who does what. So we were in the full planning mode. Everything was arranged. Everything was in position, from toilets to sound to marshals. Everything medical was all ready for the Saturday market. On Friday late afternoon, I received a message from Dulcie Harris, who works for the City Council of Welkom, and she was informed by the Welkom Municipality Security Department that the presidential helicopter, an Oryx, would be landing in the area that we utilize for the flea market, and that we would not be able to use that area. No alternative was given. I realized that when the president comes to town, everything goes into top gear. And the North Park, or Publicity Park as I like to call it, is an ideal space and place for the presidential chopper to land under the present conditions in which we find ourselves. The entire area has a high fence around it. It is secure and it is safe. So to try and get the Presidential Protection Service and everybody else to move at 99 would have been impossible. We then sprung about doing an action plan, getting a task team together and making sure that we could get everything sorted out very, very fast. Dulcie Harris, on our board, informed us that she was able to get us the technical high school grounds. This was ideal, as we know the terrain, it's safe, it's secure, has ample parking, there's power and there's toilets. We immediately set about informing the various people that we need to move, and we need to move fast. We utilized very powerful forums like Trikspotgieters Markpraatjies, The Vista, and of course Gold FM. Gold FM immediately started putting out messages constantly, informing everybody of the change. We were faced with many challenges like there would be no electricity, the possibility that the toilets would not be available. However, these were challenges that we, as a small board, could overcome. The sound was no major issue. We hired in a generator, brought in extra fuel, and we were good to go. I sent a vehicle to go and collect the toilets that we usually use at North Park, brought them to the new venue as chosen, and I knew that that would be okay. I informed our liaison officer, our flea market manager, and we were all ready to have the market. We did have several exhibitors who, I think, basically out of ignorance and not being properly informed, opted to complain, and rather than find a solution and help solve the problem, they were more just a pain in the neck. However, they were only few and very far between. We had two options. We either cancel the market and nobody would get any income, and we would have had to face an absolute barrage of criticism, anger, and unhappiness, or do the market and face either positive or negative. I'm pleased to say that it was very much a 70-30. 70% were happy. Their clients tracked them down. They did good sales. The 30% that moaned and groaned are the regular moaners. We know who they are. They lead an unhappy life, and they find anything to complain about just keeps them going. We had a total of 78 exhibitors on the grounds. We would have had just under 100 at North Park. So the losses that we had were not all that severe, and I hope and trust that everybody now fully understands what happened, what the role of the Publicity Association is and was with regards to this event. We have no say regarding the President of South Africa. We cannot make demands. We cannot change plans as set about by the council. In fact, we're just too grateful that we can use North Park, which I personally think is ideal. It has a great perimeter fence. There are lovely walkways. The toilets are close by. There's electricity for those that require. So for me, North Park is the flea market venue. I thank you and I wish you well.